Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Nano Mister and the Handheld Fan. What are the advantages, disadvantages, how do you use them, and more information. If you need eyelash extensions materials, be sure to check out our website at www.nanamonabeauty.com. My name is Monica. I am one of the founders of Nana and Mona and also your English version instructor, and I hope you enjoy this video.
Si necesitan revisar esta misma información pero en español, por favor revisen mi canal que va a estar la información aquí arribita y pueden ver todos nuestros videos.
Now, as mentioned in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Handheld Fan and the Nano Mister and when you should or should not use them and what are the advantages and disadvantages. Let's talk about the Nano Mister. Physically, the Nano Mister is a portable handheld device. It has a compartment which allows you to place water, and this device allows the water to be transformed into small mist or water particles. This device is perfect for creating minimal humidity in our environment or in the space where we are applying eyelash extensions. The Nano Mister is adequate to utilize when your environment is naturally dry. Don't forget that the adhesive that we are using professionally works best when it has a correct temperature and also a correct humidity. Therefore, if you are in a dry or desertic location, this device is going to actually help you. So how do you use the Nano Mister? When you finalize a set, you will use the Nano Mister by misting or going over the area of where you just applied eyelash extensions. Remember that a little goes a long way, and also remember that this is humidity that we're adding. What happens if you use the Nano Mister incorrectly? A lot of lash techs create the mistake of using the Nano Mister when it isn't required. If you're living in a place or your environment is located in a place that is naturally tropical or that is a little more on the humid side, you do not need to use the Nano Mister because the Nano Mister creates humidity. If you already have humidity and you add humidity, you are basically adding too much water onto the eyelash extensions, which if you use too much humidity, then this can result in the texture or the composition of the glue to not work as expected, and this will result in premature fallout and bad retention. So then how do you know when to use it? Basically, we are going to be using a hygrometer, and a hygrometer is supposed to be located near your workstation so that it can measure both the temperature and the humidity of the environment close to you. Now, before we move on to talking about the handheld fan, I'd like to share with you guys a very good tip when it comes to working with Nano Misters. You want to make sure that when you are adding water to the compartment for the Nano Mister, you are using water that is purified. You do not want to use any faucet water because this can carry particles or sediments that can later build up and clog around your Nano Mister. Now let's move on to talking about a handheld fan. This one is a little shorter because it's very more on the logical side. This device emits air or ventilation. This device is handheld and also portable, and basically it has a motor from which it emits air. They are rechargeable and usually last around a couple of hours. For the handheld fan, you are able to use it in any environment, either dry or also tropical. Examples of when you can use a handheld fan would be in the beginning of the appointment when you are doing a pre-cleanse or if you need to dry off any excess liquid. For our lash technicians that like to work one lash after the other, you could speed up the process by using the handheld fan if your glue is not fast enough, although I recommend changing glues. But you could still use it for this. If your guest starts to tear up in the middle of the appointments because of the fumes, you can also just lightly fan over the area and it should go away. And lastly, using it for the same reason but in a different time would be at the end of the appointment. You can just fan over the lashes to remove all of the fumes. That way when they open their eyes, it isn't feeling uncomfortable. Like I said, the fan is a little easier to use and doesn't require a lot. And well, that concludes our video. I really hope that you found this helpful. I'm actually curious to know, what do you guys use? Do you use a Nano Mister? Do you use a fan? Do you use both? Also, tell me, where do you live? Is it naturally tropical or is it more on the drier side? And well guys, I hope that you found this information to be very helpful. As always, it was a pleasure being with you guys and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!